I want to go back to something that came out of Big 12 Media Day that we were going to talk about last week, and we just never got to it. Rob Wright was talking about Richie Saunders and his early impressions of playing with his new teammate. Reminder, Rob Wright is a guy that has won a lot of basketball games. Rob Wright has played with supreme talents. Rob Wright played at Montverde Academy with Cooper Flagg, with Asa Newell, with Derek Queen, with Liam McNeely. That team was just, I mean, everybody he played with is now in the NBA. One and done. Last year, obviously, Rob Wright at Baylor, VJ Edgecombe, who, what do you have, 40 in his first game in the NBA? Like,
Mm.
Rob Wright has seen talents. And AJ DeBonson and Richie Saunders are next on the list for Rob's great resume of being surrounded by great players. This is Rob Wright at Big 12 Media Day discussing what he sees in Richie Saunders. And this video comes to us courtesy of Ben Criddle at Criddle Benjamin on Twitter.
Probably one of the hardest players I've ever played with. Like he plays the hardest. Besides Cooper, probably Cooper Flagg. He plays super hard. But we run in after practice and he's first every time. I mean, just seeing how hard he works. After practice, he's trying to guard. I remember one practice I got like a steal and like I kind of like grabbed somebody's arm and like a little trick I do, and he was like going crazy about it, just trying to learn how to like do it. So that just tells a lot about him. I mean, he's just trying to learn and be the best player he could be.
All right. There you have it. The exact word here that I liked was Richie Saunders plays harder than anyone I've played with, besides besides Cooper Flagg.
You
That's
got to pay homage to Coop.
he was one of one, number one pick for a reason. Do you think this is an accurate scout of Richie Saunders?
I do. I just think the way that Saunders plays, the way he carries himself is like this ultra competitive, super detail oriented basketball player. Um, that I think is what makes him what he is. I mean, I've never seen, not never seen it. I think it's hard to find a player who was first team All Big 12 last year to come back and maybe be talked about as little as Richie Saunders, given, DeBonce's coming in, Rob Wright comes in. But let's not get it twisted. This guy was first team All Big 12 last year. He's really, really good. This is an All-American level player. And you combine that with, like Rob Wright kind of pointed out here, that competitive edge, that detail-oriented kind of way he approaches the game of basketball. It's what makes him a really good player. And I think it's what, is a big portion of why we think BYU can be really good this year. It's
We're doing
because it is the
we're doing our part to talk about Richie Saunders. I feel like
yeah,
daily.
well, because I feel like we need to.
We gotta represent our guy. That's our guy.
Yeah, like when life gives you potatoes, I don't really want French fries though.
If I'm Richie, do I love this quote from Richie? Seems like a guy who's unbothered by everything. He just seems like a happy guy. If I'm Richie, I think I hear this quote. I'm just like, oh, thanks, Rob. Like that's my Richie Saunders impression. But I'm not Richie. I'm a psycho. And if I was sitting next to you at a podium and you were like, oh man, working with Greg is great. He's awesome. He works harder than anyone I know, other than, you know, Brian Ralph. I'd be a little like, damn, dude. Like,
Okay, but it's not. It's Cooper Flag.
that's no shots at Ralph. Big fan of Brian Ralph.
I'm a massive fan of Brian, but like that's not the comp I would use here. I'd be like, yeah, I mean, big fan of Greg, hardest worker I know, truly like hardest worker I know. Well, outside of I did do the Final Four couch with Robbie Hummel. He's different. He's different. But
Shit.
outside of that, it's Greg.
Yeah, okay, that tracks then. All right, just a pure compliment. I love it.
He also he calls him Robert.
That's also true.
That means thank you, Robert.
I loved the note on Rob being like, I got this little move I do. I
I
got
got this.
this
I
little
got this.
like
I got this little. It also goes with the metaphor I had, where like Richie standing in the background, like the uncle with the two younger brothers. That's basically like, go ahead and do your little dancey dance.
yeah.
Let me
Rob's
watch.
literally like, I got this little sneaky, illegal, definitely cheap shot move that I do to bait fouls. And Richie was like, damn, what? Can I learn that? It was just a hilarious visual. But also, I think, you know, we've gotten to meet Richie. We talked to him at Media Day. We talked to him at an interview on our channel earlier this summer. And I think it is clearly obvious, one, just the happy person that he is. But number two, the dude just loves ball. Like the dude's passion for playing this sport just shines through in a way that not all players have. And
Mhm.
that you can see that from 10 seconds of talking to him. You can see it from his game. He just loves this game. He cherishes this game. And it doesn't surprise me at all, even with a totally new locker room, different types of players, different personalities. Richie Saunders just like is probably the guy who shows up to every single rep in BYU practices being like, let's compete.
Mhm.
This is fun. Like, oh, Rob, teach me how to do that. I love this. Like, oh, AJ, let's run ones. Like, you're hella talented. I want to play you. Like,
Mhm.
that to me, that's how Richie Saunders carries himself. And I think that's what's going to work for this locker room. Last but not least, I am contractually obligated as the host to do the flip side correlation on
Oh
this.
God.
Well, so if Richie Saunders plays so hard and wins every sprint, and Rob Wright's really impressed with it, what's AJ doing?
You can't ask me that.
Is AJ going 50% hard? Is AJ how many players has Rob Wright played with that go harder than AJ DeBonsa?
You got to ask him that.
If I was there at this podium, I probably would have hit him with that follow up. Like,
Okay,
okay,
well,
so
where's AJ rank?
we've established it's Cooper Flagg, Richie Saunders. How many Moo Davises before we get to DeBonsa?
Yeah, so he's a little bit better than Derek Queen, but yeah, somewhere in that range.